Platano Games Network, and I'm here to provide what I consider the best update I can on NBA Live 21. So as many of you guys know, there has not been any information whatsoever about NBA Live 21. All we got was when they canceled NBA Live 20, they said the reasoning behind it was in order to focus on their next gen efforts with NBA Live. Now, flash forward to July, and we're a week away from the NBA season resuming down in the Orlando bubble. We still don't have any information. In May, we got an announcement of sorts that NHL, FIFA, Madden were all coming to consoles in the fall, and that they had one unannounced sports game. So that led some of us to believe that it was NBA Live. But then UFC 4 got leaked, and we were like, oh great, that's the EA Sports game that they were talking about. NBA Live is dead. But I still don't believe that is the case. I did some deep research, and I'm always looking through the Twitter accounts of the developers of NBA Live and just doing some deep dive searches. So first and foremost, we had some screenshots that were reportedly from NBA Live. Now, if you look at these screenshots, there are some details that look different from what we've seen in NBA Live, particularly around the shoulders and the way the way the jerseys interact with the body. But to continue my deep dive, besides those screenshots we got that had leaked, I also started looking around the EA website. And if you could take a look right here, basically you could see that Madden and FIFA both get updated regularly with news because they are the most successful games for EA right now. So it's kind of obvious that those would be their main focuses when it comes to revealing the games, announcing, development costs. Those games provide the most income and profit for them, so those are the games that are going to be their flagship EA Sports titles. They opted to reveal those games that EA Play and talk about them without even mentioning UFC 4 or mentioning NHL, which gave me some hope for NBA Live 21. Well, now, flash forward a month after EA Play, we officially got a reveal for UFC 4, and we also now have an official announcement on NHL 21. Now, NHL 21 and UFC 4 will both release on current gen consoles. Remember, both of these games still use the Ignite engine, which is the same engine that NBA Live 19 was using from 2 years ago. So, I think it's safe to say the games that are using the Ignite engine most likely will release on current gen, and people will be able to play them with forward compatibility on the next gen consoles. But remember, when NBA Live 20 was canceled, they said it was in order to focus on their next gen efforts. Now, I personally do not mind if NBA Live comes out next year and they took 3 years of development time, because usually AAA titles like adventure games and stuff, they do take about 3 or 4 or 5 years in order to be made and polished and perfected. We don't see that with sports games because they try to increase revenue and release it every year. But with NBA Live, it wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a couple years off in order to get it right and produce some kind of engine that could be used for years to come. So now, a lot of people were wondering why NHL was not revealed at EA Play, and apparently the reason was COVID-19. Because of COVID-19, it kind of shifted their plans, and then they made a joint event with the UFC to reveal the game. And by the time EA Play was actually going to be made, they already had that event with UFC. And so that's the reason why UFC was not revealed at EA Play. Now, NHL also had some problems as well, and the game is getting delayed a month, and it's also related to COVID-19. And they chose this week when the NHL said they announced how many people tested positive for coronavirus ahead of them trying to resume their season. So that being said, it kind of lined up with the NHL announcement, them revealing the details on NHL 21. That being said, what if the same reason NHL and UFC did not get announced at EA Play simply because it wasn't ready to be shown and because of the coronavirus and COVID-19 delaying their original plans? What if NBA Live 21 also had some plans to be revealed at the event to get some gamers some hands-on time with the game and all that? But once COVID-19 struck and all these plans had to shift and it became virtual, they had to plan how they were going to do it. My hope, we see that UFC 4, a huge game for EA, got announced less than a month before its release in August. And that's unheard of, a game to be announced less than a month before it comes out. A huge AAA type sports game. So, I would not put it past EA to reveal NBA Live 21 later than usual. Announce that it's going to be delayed till January or something, December, late December 22nd, let's say, December 21st, December 19th. I wouldn't put it past them to announce the game really late and bam, just surprise us all and release the game and it's ready and so forth. Now, an explanation for it not appearing yet would be the COVID-19 delayed their original plans and they weren't ready to show anything. Even NHL is coming out in October and we got an announcement, but they said we still won't see no gameplay till late August or early September, the latest. That means they're only going to have about a month before the game comes out and they're going to showcase the game. And they've taken this long to even announce it or really reveal it. So anything is still possible for me when it comes for NBA Live 21. Let's say they delayed their original plans because of COVID-19. They made some joint event with the NBA to reveal the game, and then EA Play got put back on, and they was like, oh, okay, we already got this event coming up with the NBA. Now this week, scrimmages start for the NBA, but next week, the season starts, or the season resumes rather. What if EA is waiting till the season resumes to tease the game, to announce the game, and to start talking about the game and tell us that we'll see more footage in October or in September, so forth? Basically, to wrap this up, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think NBA Live 21 is being made? Do you think it's still coming out? Do you think anything I'm saying makes sense? The fact that we see all these other games get affected by COVID-19 and it changed the way they announced it, and games are getting announced a month before they're released, and games are getting revealed a month before they're released in NHL, and the yard mode that's coming to Madden, and we already have a street mode for FIFA and NHL, and those modes were inspired by NBA. I don't know. All I know is that I have high hopes. I still believe the game is being worked on, and they're just waiting for the perfect time to announce it and to reveal it. It could be when the playoffs start. It could be when the season resumes. It could be when the NBA finals start. But I think they're still working on it, and they're going to catch everybody off guard, and it's not going to affect their confidence. And if it doesn't come out this year, guess what, guys? It's coming out next year for sure. Like, there's no way they're going to delay it for 3 years. All I know is that they're cooking something up. Just look at this. NBA Live Mobile has a TikTok page that shows their dedication is still there for NBA Live. But the point being, I'm excited for NBA Live 21. I still believe it exists. And after doing all this research and seeing the real reason why NHL was not revealed and announced, it made me kind of think about maybe these are the similar circumstances for the development team for NBA Live, and that's why we still haven't seen anything. Time will tell. We're going to wait. We're going to pray. We're going to hope. And we're going to just stay, I don't know, excited, anxious, all those things, and see what comes out of it. And last but not least, if it don't come out, I'm still playing NBA Live 19. I do not have to switch over to 2K. I'll probably purchase it just because you guys want me to. Some of you guys. But I'll still be playing and streaming NBA Live 19 for the next 10 years. The next 10 years, if it takes that long for a new NBA Live game. Also, they made a big announcement, or they spoke about previous sports titles and said don't be surprised if old sports titles come back. That there's a lot of familiar franchises that are in the works and so forth. I think that hinted at NBA Street, NBA Jam, NFL Blitz, Def Jam, all those good things. You have no idea what's coming in the future. They're probably trying to work a deal with WWE. All these things. It's a new generation of consoles. They're definitely bringing NBA Live back. Stop playing. Stop acting like it don't exist. Subscribe for more videos. Peace.
Double clip, no cap. North Border got the chip. Kyle Lowry feeling lit. Jason Tatum got the drip. Jaylen Brown feeling rich. Bunch of players switching teams. Kemba Walker rocking green. James Harden, he a fiend. He deserves MVP. Blah. I'ma just go off, don't act this. Brooklyn like Kyrie, don't try to match it. I'm about action, you chatting. I keep it hood, my girl keep it ratchet. You out here posing and bragging.